Hi, and welcome to the second episode, if you include the introduction as the first episode of KMN, Kill Me Now. And I hope you enjoyed the introduction. And as I said, we'll be talking about lots of different subjects, big and small. And if, like me, you like to feel smug, unpacking things from the distance of our modern age of hyper-rational documentation, then you might like to click subscribe. So onward to the show. This week we're going to be talking about a song which means a lot to many people. It's called Sweet Dreams, and it's by a band called the Eurythmics. Their name, as you may have noticed, is a mix of the word Europe and rhythmics, which is almost a mix of two other words, rhythm and mix. Rhythmics being the band that were sued by the charity Rhythmics. I think they were on a program called Pop Idol. So this is to sort of convey their position as Eurocentric and dance pop. And they were formed by two musicians, one self-proclaimed multi-instrumentalist, Dave Stewart, who is a self-styled flaneur and has a famous beard and moustache and a penchant for stylish men's couture, and he is the main songwriter, and Annie Lennox is the singer. Dave met Annie at the local library where she was working, and there are stories that he overheard her humming and followed her and heard her singing on the way home. And they formed the band originally, which many of you may know, called The Tourists, which is a nod to the fact that they may have at some part in their life been tourists, although this is debated by others who don't believe they've ever been tourists. But in my opinion, my humble opinion, it would seem to map the idea of Dave Stewart as a flaneur. So Sweet Dreams are made of this, came about because Annie was improvising a lyric, Sweet Dreams, and Dave allegedly said, Annie, what are sweet dreams? And so they decided as a compromise to call the song Sweet Dreams. Dave, who had looked on enviously at the success of other synth acts, such as Vince Clarke and Alison Moyet, who were Yazoo, decided that he would like some of that action, and he signed to a label called Parlophone, who he'd been with for The Tourists. The Tourists had a hit with a song called I Only Wanna Be With You, which was a hit for Sandy and the Shores in the 1960s, and if I remember rightly, came in a rather attractive lime green 7-inch cover, and it was a good song. And so Sweet Dreams Are Made of This became the first hit record for what ostensibly became the Eurythmics, who went on to have other hits such as Here Comes the Rain Again, and Annie became a spokesperson for liberal-minded warriors everywhere, neoliberal concerned people, and no doubt many of the listeners have nothing but respect for Annie Lennox. Dave Stewart was a bit of a face around Camden during the 90s, and there are many stories circulating of wannabe Britpop acts who came under his wing during that time. So there we have, Sweet Dreams Are Made of This. Who am I to disagree? So you've been watching Kill Me Now, KMN, and if, like me, you enjoy unpacking situations which may have once provided a reason for living and a joyful experience, and making them inert and static through analysis, then please do click subscribe. See you soon.